Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video talk. Today I wanted to talk about, how to stay aligned, what I'm saying, with your consciousness and your self-development and just the journey on your chasing, bro, In daily life, bro, you're always gonna run into people, you're always gonna run into haters, you're always gonna run into these challenges, obstacles that you have to get over as a man, you feel me? And the biggest thing, bro, is, you can't be living off of fear. You know what I mean? You can't be living off of attachment. You can't be living off of these things that are holding you back as a human being to get to where you need to be in life, bro. I think the biggest thing that people have nowadays is, discipline. You guys are doing all the shit that makes you comfortable instead of, actually being a man or being a woman. And, like, for example, say you got an urge of like hunger real quick, you're like, oh, let me eat some Oreos real quick, but you have like, you got red meat around, you got apples, oranges. Why the fuck you eating the Oreo? Like, why? Like, come on. Like, you gotta eat shit that is gonna help your body, gonna help your temple, spiritually, because at the end of the day, man, it's like you're either gonna do it or not. And you gotta always ask yourself these questions, bro, when you're going through life. Because, I mean, people, when Jesus went on the hill, he got tempted, and he got tempted by the devil. In life, you're gonna get tempted, bro. You're gonna get tempted by all these things that people throw at you. You're gonna get tempted by all these things that, all these feelings and internally, because spiritually, you gotta grow closer to God to understand what I'm talking about. But if you're putting all this shit into your body and, not taking cold showers, not putting yourself in uncomfortable positions every single day, then really, who are you? You know what I mean? There's a saying, it's like, if you talk to yourself 10 minutes a day, self-affirmation, like how I'm talking to you guys right now, if you talk to yourself like this, how I'm talking to you guys right now, you guys will develop a mindset and skill that you can work towards your daily habits and kill it every single day, I think that's the whole point of me, being on this platform, is to help you guys understand, the real meaning of sacrifice when you're trying to get closer to God. Because you gotta sacrifice these things that you're attached to get to Jesus. You know what I mean? It could be relationship, it can be, food, it can be video games, it could be junk food. You gotta find other things to do, bro. You know what I mean? The universe is not gonna wait on you. You know what I mean? The universe, how the universe works is you gotta be the person and take action and take change. That's how it's gonna bless you. You know what I mean? Just because you're comfortable right now doesn't mean you can't get uncomfortable. Because I've been in that position, bro, where, I felt comfortable, didn't want to do shit. I was just lazy. But these are my habits and daily actions that I needed to do to fix myself. You know what I mean? So for anyone, struggling with alignment, this video is for you. You know what I mean? You guys can look upon this video and be like, you know what, maybe I'm struggling with this. Today I want you to journal, like, when you get hungry, you know what I mean? When you get an urge of like a sugar temptation or like a craving, you feel me? Start eating healthier shit. And day by day you get better, you know what I mean? I want you guys to come on the journey with me. Share the video if you guys know anyone that might need this information. So drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.